I'm going up there. Albert, Leo repeated. My instructions were to sit on you if you attempted it. While I may not be the most athletic man, I am larger than you and I'm entirely deadweight. Let's turn on the radio. Or would you like to play a game?
Usually, the offer of a game would settle Albert Ellingham at once, but he continued to pace until the nurse appeared again, with a tray containing 2 ruby-colored glasses of hot wine, along with cold sliced sausage, bread, and cheese.
Sit, Leo ordered. Eat this.
Albert did not sit. He pointed at the clock instead.
This clock, he said. I bought it the other day when we were in Zurich from a dealer. Antique, 18th century, he said it belonged to Marie Antoinette.
He put his hands on either side of the clock and stared down at it, as if waiting for it to speak to him.
Possibly nonsense, he said, lifting the clock. But for the price I paid, it should be good nonsense. And it has a bit of a secret that is amusing, hidden drawer underneath. You turn it over, there's a little indentation, and you press.
Overhead, there was movement. A yell, hurried steps, a scream of pain. Albert set the clock down with a thud.
Sounds like the twilight sleep wore off, Leo said as he looked at the ceiling. Dearie me.
There was more noise. The sharp screams of a woman about to give birth. Albert and Leo left the cozy study and stood in the much colder anteroom at the foot of the stairs.
Such gruesome sounds,
Leo said, looking up the dark stairs in concern.
Surely there is a better way to bring life into the world.
The cries stopped. All was silent for several moments, then the wail of a baby broke through. Albert sprang up the steps 2 at a time, slipping at the landing in his haste. In the hall above, the young nurse was standing by the door of the birthing room, prepared for his arrival. "A moment, Herr Ellingham," she said with a smile. "The cord must be cut."
Tell me,
he said, breathless. "It is a girl, Herr Ellingham."
It is a girl,
Albert repeated, wheeling around to face his friend.
Yes, Leo said. I heard. A girl. I thought it would be a girl. I knew it would be a girl. A little girl. I'll get her the biggest dollhouse in the world, Leo. You could live in it.
The door cracked open, and Albert pushed past the nurse and hurried inside. The room was dark, the curtains drawn against the snow. There were smells of life, blood and sweat, mingling with the sharp tang of antiseptic. The doctor replaced a breathing mask on a hook on the wall and adjusted the level on a tank of gas. One nurse emptied a white enamel basin full of pink water into a sink. Another nurse pulled wet sheets from the bed, while a third replaced them as they slipped away, snapping the clean sheet in the air and letting it fall gently on the woman below. The nurses crisscrossed the room, opening the curtains and swapping the trays of instruments for pitchers of flowers. It was a graceful, well-practiced ballet, and within minutes the birthing room felt like a cheerful hotel suite. This was the best private hospital in the world, after all. Albert's gaze fixed on his wife, Iris. She was holding a child in a yellow blanket. He was so full of feeling that the room seemed to distort. The beams of the ceiling appeared to bend down to him, as if to catch him should he fall as he made his way to her and the child in her arms.
She is beautiful, Albert said. She is extraordinary. She is...
His voice failed him. The baby was bright pink, all balled fists and closed eyes and wails of awareness. She was life itself. "She's ours," Iris said quietly. "May I hold her?" said someone on the other side of the room. Albert and Iris turned toward the woman in the bed. Her face was flushed and glazed in sweat. "Of course," Iris said, going to her. "Of course, darling, darling, of course." Iris gently placed the baby into Flora Robinson's arms. Flora was weak, still half under the influence of the drugs. Her blonde hair stuck to her forehead. The nurses pulled the sheets and blankets up over her, tucking them around the baby in her arms. She blinked in amazement at the tiny person she had produced. "My God," she said, looking down into the infant's face.